Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I just finished recording my next episode of the To Be Honest podcast with Lord of Hashim. And I'm going to summarize the topic of next episode in the next couple of minutes. So, the topic I'm sure you can relate to is 3 things that you shouldn't ask any entrepreneur. Let's get straight to it. Number 1, when you're dealing with an entrepreneur, do not ask them for freebies, pro bono service, free service, or in-kind service. I mean, in-kind could be maybe, if there's something in it for us, but do not ask them for freebies. A lot of time I see entrepreneurs being asked, and I've experienced it myself after spending more than 10 years in business. People ask us if we can offer a service for free or a product for free or anything of that sort. And a lot of time people even ask us, can you come in and do a talk or share your insight or your knowledge or your experience in a particular thing for half an hour? It should be for free. For an hour, I'm sure you can offer that for free. What is 1 hour of your time just talking, right? What people do not understand is that half an hour and 1 hour is a product of time and effort and money we've invested in gaining that knowledge, in learning from experience, in trial and error, in meeting people. Today, when you meet a person in a coffee shop, it costs you at least 45 dirhams, for both of you to buy them coffee, assuming that you'll buy coffee. And there's fuel as well that you have to pay for and whatnot. So we take a lot of time in collecting and assimilating that knowledge and providing it to you in a filtered, structured, in a way that's very digestible in its time that we put in. And for you to ask us to provide that for free without communicating to us what's in it for us, then that is a no-no. That brings me to number 2. Do not ask entrepreneurs to do a service for you, provide a service for you or help without communicating to them what's in it for them, whether it's immediately, the midterm, or in the short term. A lot of time I go to meetings and I see a naive employee talk about, this is what I want you to do for me, this is what I want you to do for us, this is what I want you to do for me. If you're not offering to compensate me for the service that I'm going to offer, then at least make an effort to communicate to me what's in it for me to invest in this relationship. So that's number 2. Number 3, and hear me out very carefully, and this could be a little bit controversial and you might not agree with that. Do not ask entrepreneurs if they're happy doing what they're doing or not. I think it's a naive question. It's naive to assume that a simple yes or no can summarize a roller coaster of a week. We entrepreneurs go through, a high of excitement, a high of happiness, of hope. We go through downs of frustration, downs of disappointment, rejection. We go through periods of where nothing is happening and it's just boring. That's just a week in the life of an entrepreneur. And for you to expect a simple yes or no to a question, are you happy or not, is naive and does not really fulfill, that's the word I explain a little bit more about in the podcast, fulfill what you want to get from that question and what that entrepreneur can gain from you posing it to them. I explain more in the podcast itself. Now, those are 3 things that you shouldn't be asking an entrepreneur. Number 4, a bonus from me, right? It's the bonus from me. Don't ask entrepreneurs for money, especially if they're in the startup stage or growth stage. Please don't feel offended. If you're asking for money, people go through their own thing, right? And we understand that. And a lot of time with entrepreneurs, it's a little bit awkward, right? Because on one hand, we'd love to help, but we have our money locked in. Probably you have an entrepreneur's money is locked in their business and commitments that they have to make, or money coming in that they have to wait for. And on the other hand, I think as an entrepreneur, we put up a brave face and to our families, to our friends, to our team and to the community who put up a brave face of confidence, of success, and then just saying, no, I don't want to help you, or I cannot help you, puts us in a little bit of an awkward situation. So please be considerate. If you have to ask an entrepreneur, be empathetic, be respectful of, look, hey, I need help. Can you lend me money? Can you support me in this? And I'll understand if you can. I really can understand, and don't take it personally. So those are 4 things I'll talk about in my next podcast. And I want you to do is share your thoughts in the comment section. So maybe I'll include it in the podcast that's coming out next week. These are some of the things that we talk about in our programs in Mailist. Check us out in www.myjlis.com. Choose a program that you want to register to. We're launching our job seeker accelerator program called the Top Talent Accelerator. So that's exciting to talk more about it in our next podcast. Massa.